Hey guys, I was gonna wait for Poe, but think they're uh, I think they're wrapping up, so I didn't want to lose any coverage here. I just got here. Let me try to face the other. Uh, I don't know how to. Uh, I don't know how to adjust the screen here. They're taking everything down like they're done. This was supposed to go till 7. Hey everyone. Yeah, we're waiting on Poe, but like I said, they're taking all this stuff down, so I think they're done. I think. I wish there was some people left around so we know what was going on here. If they got what they wanted. Thanks, sir. Thank you very much. Because they're taking this down early, so I think everyone is, I can't imagine they ended just because it rained. They had a big tent up here that they're taking down. I seen people leaving, but it took me a while to get here. It was nice they had a tent up. Appreciate everyone being here. Like I said, I wish the news was here to see what happened. So we'll stick around and see if anyone shows up and gets some information on what happened here. Definitely raining here. Oh, sorry, Paul. I thought you had.
Howdy,
I was just texting you. StreamYard where you could just chop yourself on.
Oh yeah, it's weird how these things work, but let's see. Yeah, I just literally got back from the doctor's, so.
Oh, okay. Is everything okay?
Yeah. Just say follow up on my arm and a biopsy today. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know how it is. It's always one thing or another.
Right, yeah.
So, how's everybody doing out there tonight? Let's see what we got in. Yeah. Oh, let me see here. So what's going on? What are you talking about needing the news media and everything out there?
Right, yeah. Well, the news was here the other day, as you seen, Poe. I sent you that clip, but they're taking the tents down, so they must have left early, which hopefully means they got what they wanted, because this was supposed to go till 7.
Oh, wow.
I just got off of work at my first job, so I shot right down here.
Yeah.
We'll stick around, see if anyone shows up late, kind of not knowing what's going on like we are.
Is there literally no one there?
Well, there's the guys taking down the tent. I seen people leaving as I was coming. We'll walk around a little bit.
That umbrella seems like it's had better days.
Yeah, it's brand new too. It's a nice, believe it or not, it's a nice Union umbrella.
Wow.
CACA's umbrella. So it, but let me take a walk around because there was more than one area. When I drove in, when I was trying to get a spot, there was people all over the place and cops all over the place. So I'll drive up to where the cones were, or they still are.
All right.
So we just missed. I don't know how to, with the camera, so I'll just kind of go like this.
Okay.
I don't think you guys can see that there's.
We'll lower the umbrella down.
Yep.
Move the umbrella out of the way there. So
I'll go over here to where they actually, like I said, closed the road, because there was a lot of people here.
Okay. So how are things other than rainy in Newark, New Jersey today?
Like I said, just got off work, just got here as soon as I could, and
yeah,
looks like we just missed the party here, but it's okay. We can take a walk around Buffalo.
Well, it's actually good if they got enough to to end the strike and close it all down.
I would assume that's what happened. I'll look out for any news vans or.
Yeah. Hey, Laura Waldy, how you doing? So, Yeah, this is let me see if there's anything in any of the news
Yeah,
reports about it.
I tried to look real quick. I didn't see anything, but maybe you can get some better footage.
Let's see. Well, my let's see. Let's see. Well, everything says they just call it UB.
UB strike. I typed in, and it was at the Buffalo General Medical Center.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing that says they're going to be doing a 4-day strike, but it doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I was told it was going to 7. So, like I said, the only thing we can get until we get more information is that that's usually a good thing. They wouldn't have left early for the rain. They had a nice tent, as you could see.
Well, that kind of says they're not that committed to brotherhood if they're giving up because of rain. So
Right. Well, like I said, they have a tent, so I can't imagine they just left early. And there was a lot of people when I got here. It seemed like, I don't want to say hundreds of people, but there was people all over the sidewalk. So,
right.
we're hoping they got some good news.
And for everybody that's on watching on my channel, Chad is at University of Buffalo, where the medical center there, the staff had gone on strike, and they were supposed to be on a 4-day strike, fighting for better wages and fairer working conditions. And Chad showed up, and there's nobody there. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. They're actually tearing everything down, so that would lead to the indication that the strike has ended because they got what they were wanting, what they were asking for. Or either that, or they knew Stuttering John was on his way, and they didn't want to be there when he got there.
True, Bo. I'll take a walk because, like I said, they were on the other side of the road too. I seen them when I was parking, and
right.
I guess it took a while to park because there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
Over here.
Again, you how about flip the camera around and let's take a look at the area there.
Yeah. Okay. How do you do that, Bo?
Oh, you should be. Are you on a gimbal? What are you using?
I'm just on my cell phone.
On your cell phone, a selfie stick, or what? Or just holding the cell phone?
Let's see. Let me try though. Got to be a way to do it.
Well, if you're just using your cell phone, just turn it around and circle around slowly so everybody can see what's going on.
Okay, we could do that because I don't think.
Yeah.
There's not. Yeah. All right. I'll just do that, like you said.
Yeah. How many people are employed there? Do you know how many people there are?
Let me think, because I was just told some numbers. Just the campus. Just one campus, we'll say, is 1 million square feet. So I don't know about the doctors. There's 3 different campuses.
Let's see. Okay, it says here on Odyssey that there are 829 UB medical residents that are striking.
Yep, and that's just the residents.
That's a lot of people right there just in residence. And what a lot of people don't realize is that when you're a medical resident, you're pretty much you're working your butt off. They're working 80 hours a week at least. A lot of folks are working like 24-hour shifts. So they have little rooms where they go in and basically have a spare hospital bed in there, and they go in and nap for 2-3 hours at a time. Then they'll get up and go right back to work, and they'll keep working like that 6-7 days a week. They do that while they're in residency, and basically the way that it works out with their wages is they're basically making about minimum wage to be there doing that. Laura Waldy says, turn the phone around, face the other way from you, and slowly circle.
Okay.
Yeah, Laura, I was looking also. I couldn't find any recent updates. So literally take the phone.
Oh, I see, like that.
Yeah. So if this is the phone, just turn it around so it's facing away from you.
Oh, like that, right?
Then circle it. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Yeah, Bill, it's strange that they ended like they did. There's no announcement of anything that we can see on any of the news sites. There's nothing that we can see anywhere else. And Chad shows up, and he's wearing the Union t-shirt there and everything, ready to show his support. Got his Union umbrella out, and Ghost Town. So, and there's a lot of talk online. I was looking at the what is it? Everywhere you go in Buffalo, there's a statue of a buffalo there.
I know. You noticed that too, Bo, right?
Let's see. I don't know, Laura. My understanding was, what was the times they were supposed to be striking? Was it from from sun up to sundown, basically?
I was told till 7 p.m. Yeah.
Okay. And they were supposed to be doing this for 4 days straight, and this would have been what, day number 2?
This I think was the last day.
Okay.
That's why I want to make sure I got here today.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, I agree with that, Bill. Shame on the union for not putting out an email blast with updates for everybody.
Well, in fairness, it really wasn't my union. We're just kind of here to support them.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's your union. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, they should have. How the internet is, maybe just didn't hit the internet.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking. I've been Google searching it, several different ways, and I'm still not getting anything more. The best update I'm getting on it is from 2 days ago, and that was something on Reddit talking about day 2 of 4. But everything else is from 3 or 4 days ago. They're not actually covering much more than that. It's amazing how easily the news and everything. The news will move on to a new topic very easily. And Amber Vanass, how you doing? Thank you for being here, Amber. So everybody who's just getting in, Chad is out at the University of Buffalo Medical Center there, where the residents, and it looks like there's 829 of them, were on strike, and they were striking for better wages and fairer working conditions. One of the comments made by one of the residents that's on strike says that they should be appreciated, not hazed. And anybody who knows how that they treat medical residents, it's pretty much like a hazing. But I mean, honestly, when I went in basic training in the Army, when I went into the police academy, when you had finished your training and you got to where you were starting, you got put through the worst of stuff. I don't agree with 80 hours a week. I don't agree with working at minimum wage. But these are also folks that once they get out into their own private practice, they're going to be making millions of dollars a year as doctors. So, is it the rite of passage, basically, or are they being a little too soft about what's happening? So, let's see here. Becca says the Buffaloes were a fundraiser for Roswell Park years ago. Businesses and organizations purchased them and decorated them, and then there were contests for them. Okay. Yeah, because I thought that was really interesting how I don't know where Chad went, but hopefully he'll be back in a minute. I thought that was really interesting when the wife and I made it out to Buffalo to catch up with Chad for the solar eclipse out there, how everywhere you turn, there was a buffalo. And, some places you'll see that. Cincinnati's really big. You see a Bengal tiger in a whole bunch of places in Cincinnati. There's a lot and there he is.
Sorry about that. A raindrop hit the phone, I think. And yeah, I know. It's crazy. I better just sit for a few minutes till the rain eases up.
Yeah, that's the reality of doing lives. And howdy, Selena. How you doing? Selena says, good afternoon, Po, Chad, and chat from Illinois.
Oh, hey.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Roswell Park was first oncology hospital in the country, also worst place to work. Hope and fear at the same time, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, do you really want the person who is treating you in emergency or your oncologist treating you and working 80 hours a week, literally being pretty much asleep on their feet, handling case after case after case? How do they keep up with with checking on you. How do they keep up with everything else? Well, they throw it on the backs of the nurses. They throw it on the backs of the PAs. They throw it on the backs of the rest of the staff there. And, you know, it's supposed to be a doctor that's supposed to be treating you. Now, I'll tell you, there's a couple of PAs that I deal with. There's one that's my dermatologist, and there's one in my primary care, and they are amazing. They do a great job. They remember stuff from the last time they saw you. Could be a month, could be like today when I was at the dermatologist, the PA remembered a conversation we had 2 months ago when I was there. So it, you know, not knocking PAs, but when I go and I'm supposed to be having a doctor look at me, I'm expecting a doctor look at me. Now, at the dermatologist, at my primary care, the PA that I work with, is the one I've been dealing with for a long time. And I actually prefer dealing with that PA over the doctor. What is going on with my fan? Let's see here. For some reason, my fan got changed to, instead of blowing down,
Oh, okay.
it is drawing up. I got one of those fancy new ceiling lights that has a fan built into it. The little hidden
those are
ones.
nice, bro.
Yeah. So it works out pretty good for me. So, all right. So if that's all over with, there's nobody there. What else is going on down in Buffalo?
Well, we can take a walk as long as we don't lose the stream again.
Yeah.
It's raining pretty hard, I'll tell you that, Paul.
Ah, you big sissy. You
No,
can handle it. We got a major SP that is in the chat right now. Penche Becky is here. Hola, Penche Becky. Yeah, we got, let's see, what's near there? I don't.
Let's see. It's a bunch of, well, there's the cancer place right next door, the Roswell, like everyone's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And we could take a walk. Looks like another UB building down the street here.
Okay.
Jacobs, let me see if I can. We'll take a walk down there. Can't probably see Jacobs Medical. That's where a lot of, I think, work out of.
Oh, wow. You know, the Scientology org is just a few blocks south of you.
Oh, yeah, I could probably go there. There's no one there, though, Poe, you know?
Yeah, well, it'll show everybody the honest reality of Scientology. You know, when you go out to the one here in Battle Creek and there is literally no one there other than the one person running the Scientology mission there. You go to all these other places, there's no one in these buildings, you know, but yet they say they're the fastest growing religion on the face of the earth. Let's, you know, a little bit of reality slapped in their face. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. So we're passing I'll try to get a shot of it. Children's Hospital here.
You aren't jaywalking, are you?
I think I did.
I know Chad don't care about laws, but you know, hey.
Mail, right?
Let's see. Amber Vanassi. Let's see. I used to work at the hospital for 6 years. Sometimes I would work in the psych ward, and being an ex-Scientologist, always told psychiatry is bad. I was nervous, but it was okay. And yeah, that's got to be an interesting situation, you know, having Scientology beating it into your brain day after day after day that psychiatry is not good, that it's dangerous for people. And then you're actually feet first into the world of psychiatry. That had to be a real culture shock for you. Let's see here. Peter Anderson's here. Wet Chad contest will draw the crowd.
My day is just beginning, guys, and Poe. I actually have a real union event to go to later on tonight, so I will be wet the whole night.
All right. Well, you know, I mean, that's part of the commitment to being part of a, you know, being part of a union is that you're there in the sun, the rain, the snow, you know, you do the things that you're supposed to. I mean, fortunately for these folks, you know, as law enforcement, and Sir Crepitus can attest to that. In law enforcement, we're not allowed to strike. In many states, it is actually illegal for law enforcement to go on strike And so we had no option like that. So for those who do have the option to strike, I stand behind them. And as a union person myself, I stand behind what they're doing. And if it's something that I can be part of, then I'll go and I'll join in with them. It's
Yep.
it's a
funny you said
sad
that
world.
because it's our contract's the same because we're tied in with the teachers, so we can't strike either. We could picket though, so we do a lot of picketing.
Oh, okay. Wow. Let's see here. Buffalo org was Miscavige's first ideal org. Little trivia there from Becca. Pinche Becky, I helped set us 4 brand new OBGYN doctors. My main OB was their mentor. They do work hard, and so does the staff. Thanks for acknowledging it. Absolutely. Let's see. Nope. Law enforcement and fire department personnel cannot strike, but there have been value flu or blue flu, as it's called, from time to time. Yeah, I've seen the blue flu happen from time to time. Oh, there you go. I see you threw it in after that. Yeah, I've seen the blue flu in some departments. I've seen it with Detroit, and I've seen it with a couple of others. We were locked into, if we didn't agree with what was going on, we were forced to arbitration. And that's where it was handled. Sometimes arbitration went our way, other times arbitration didn't. It all depended who the referee was that was handling the arbitration. So where are we at now, Chad?
Well, across the street. I was trying to stay dry for a few seconds, but actually, I see Main Street. I will take a walk down Main and see if we can get to Scientology.
Okay.
Because
need to pick them feet up, son. You're moving slow. What kind of union man are you?
I know. I've been walking. I already worked the whole shift already.
Oh, poor you.
I know, right?
Think about how many miles we walked when we were in Clearwater.
Oh, yeah. I was dragging then, too. Remember?
Yeah. But you still did it. You even blew your throat out. You couldn't keep, you were yelling so much, you blew your voice out. Let's see. Comment from Nissa. We need those psychologists because mental illness would get worse if they are not there. Absolutely. And I think that one of the major problems is the fact that our government, whether it be your state government or the federal government, basically walked away from psychology and psychiatry. And there are so many people that are suffering nowadays because they took the ability to go see someone and get things worked out for you. It's amazing. They take the funding away for psychiatry and psychology. They turn around and they force it onto the hands of law enforcement and the local hospitals. Well, local hospitals are almost always part of a conglomerate of medical and insurance groupings. So they have their own standards and their own set of things. Like here in Michigan, it was a law that if you took someone in on a 72-hour psych eval, they had to be seen by a doctor and you couldn't just release them. Then we found out that hospitals were literally releasing them after 2 to 4 hours, and they had a social worker that was releasing them, not a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. And when we went to the prosecutor about this and the state attorney general, they're like, oh, well, all right, what are we supposed to do as law enforcement when we have someone that could possibly be a danger to themselves or to society, and we have no other resource? And then they get angry at us as law enforcement because we have to lock someone up because the way they're acting presents a clear and present danger to either themselves or society. And we're the bad guys for it, when no one even talks about the fact that it's our own elected officials, the people that we put into office, who cut the funding for these things and left all these people who have some kind of mental illness or some kind of impairment that psychiatry or psychology could help. And that's the really sad situation about it. There are a number of people who have been unalived because and I'm trying not to say things that would be offensive or wrong, but their mental impairment got so bad because of lack of treatment or lack of funding for that treatment that these people end up doing something that causes an officer to have to take their life. And the real sad thing about it is that could have been prevented if our government hadn't been spending, I don't know, billions of dollars on war in places we didn't need to be, that didn't need us there, or spending billions of dollars through things like $25,000 hammers, or hiring in thousands upon thousands of people that are doing nothing but pushing paper, money that could have went to the psychiatry or the mental health system in this country and could have alleviated the suffering of so many people. But no, it all falls on the back of law enforcement, and we're made to look like the bad guys because we don't know how to treat people who have mental illness. Well, we go through a 3 to 6 month academy to learn the law. Doctors go through decades of training. How are we supposed to be able to take care of someone with a mental illness when we've never had any training for it? And it doesn't matter if you send an officer off to a 16-hour or a 2-week training session, they're still not going to come back with the skill set that a trained psychiatrist or psychologist would have. And that's one of the shameful things of this country is they're willing, and they'll always give you a reason why they did what they did to pull the funding from something, and they'll always make it look like, well, it was out of our hands. Well, no, it was in your hands. You allowed lobbyists and you allowed other people to make those decisions for you. So let's see here. Selena says, I agree. Where'd it go? I agree. It's sad when the government needs to cut budget. Mental health and social services are the first things to be cut from. That and Social Security. I mean, we pay into Social Security out of every paycheck that we get. And what happens? They go ahead and they steal from the Social Security fund and push it off to other things and then tell you that it's a privilege. I'm sorry. When was the last time that you put money into a savings account and your bank took it from you and said, that was a privilege? We can do what we want with it. That banker would be going to jail. Let's see. Is Clearwater Chad Frank Amadeo? Well, is he Frank Amadeo? Is he Stuttering John? Is he Chris Shelton? Who is he? He is a man of many faces, many personalities. Chad is getting a shower. Hey, you know what? You said exactly what I was thinking, Gary. It's not Saturday. You remember that line from Smokey and the Bandit, Mister? I'm going to quote Smokey and the Bandit to Poe.
Which line was it, Poe?
The line where the motorcycle cop jumped the highway and landed in the pool on the side of the road, and the other trooper pulls up and goes, "What you doing, boy? It ain't Saturday."
Oh, yeah, it's funny. Okay, now it's coming back to me. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Medicare from Pinche Becky. Medicare with a secondary doesn't even cover long-term care. I'm not surprised. You look in after the Jack Kevorkian thing came about, insurance companies, and there were states that came out with the ruling that assisted unaliving was legal. And then you had some insurance companies that tried using the stance of, if you're in long-term chronic pain, then probably the best end result for you is to go ahead and unalive yourself. And they thought that they were actually going to be able to push this until it came back and it slapped them right in the face. Because the fact is that when people realize that just how brutal and how evil these insurance companies can be, that was a real dose of reality for a lot of people. And howdy, first off, Noah, thank you for being here. Cinderly, how you doing? Let's see. Susie Alt is in the house. Howdy at Poe, Chad, Becky, and everyone here to support. Thank you. For those that are just jumping in, we started almost 30 minutes ago. And Chad is at the University of Buffalo Medical Center, where they have been on strike. And he showed up to cover the strike today. He had gotten permission to be there and live stream from it. He arrived and they were tearing everything down. So I would believe that they have been able to come to some kind of compromise, a working condition that they feel is better for all involved. I think it was awesome that if it happened like that way, but it would have been nice if somebody had said something. And David Miscavige says Clearwater Chad is a criminal.
That's a fact, Jack.
Wait a minute, you're OSA. How can you be a criminal?
Another couple minutes, I can see the building from here.
All right.
Over
You
that
just
way.
keep walking.
All right.
All right. You're letting us down. First off,
I know.
you
I gotta have
canceled the
phone.
strike on us. When we
I
got
know.
there to see the strike, there was nothing there. What do we get? We get Chad in the rain doing a wet t-shirt contest for all of us. And now he's slowly trudging his way up to the Scientology Buffalo org. You know what? It's awesome that you're out there, Chad, though. That's the big thing. Beautiful British Columbia. The problems are the same in Canada. I had to call the police for help with my daughter to come and get her for what you call a 5150. It all depends on where you're from. That's a California or an LA area kind of code for it. After attempted unaliving, poor police, ill-equipped. Absolutely. Yeah, where I'm from here in Michigan, instead of it being a 5150, we call it a 1050. Everything was based off 10 codes. We don't even use those anymore, because apparently it was too difficult for the Michigan State Police to learn how to use 10 codes. And everybody, if you were one of those folks who was gifted a membership by Gary Mackey, let Gary know that you appreciate it. Thank you so much, Gary. I appreciate you doing that. And Sir Crepitus would like to know, what are your crimes, Chad?
Well, you guys will have to figure that out. Am I right, Poe?
No. You know what your crimes are. You're former OSA.
I can't disclose that. It's confidential.
Oh, so are you taking the same route as another former OSA person that refuses
Anyone
to talk?
that accuses me, Clearwater Chad, of crimes is guilty of crimes himself. Am I right, Poe?
I agree. Pinche Becky, I used to do appeals and grievances for a major blue company, handled levels 1 and 2 and state appeals. The medical director decided on the outcome. You know what I find interesting is they have paper pushers that are deciding medical benefits and outcomes for people who need medical and psychological treatment. But they got people with no medical experience going by what a computer tells them and by what the shareholders tell everyone. That's the sad state of how it is. And then you have the countries where they have universal health care. It's awesome if you have something minor, but if you have something long-term or something that needs immediate taken care of, you could be waiting months just to get to see the right person, and you got to go through a mountain of paperwork to get there. Sir Crepitus, 5150 is a Virginia WIC code for 72-hour psychiatric hold evaluation. I've only ever heard it from California, Bill. Oh, it was California. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Here in Michigan, we use 1050, but we don't use it for the term for the 72-hour hold. We use it for a term of someone is showing symptoms of some kind of disturbance. So how far are we now, Chad?
We're right here. Let me change the camera, Poe.
Okay.
We did it, folks. We made it. Right here.
Are
see?
we in Scientology?
Yes. I'll go even closer. Hold on. Kind of poking the bear a little bit by being here, Poe. Am I right?
There we go. Scientology Buffalo. Well, what's up with all the windows being covered?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Good. Sorry about that.
Oh, what's up with all the windows being covered up?
They're only running at about 50% capacity, in my opinion. Let's see if they close the rest. Even though we're not.
How do I get my testing? How do I get my auditing if they're only running 50%? I need my auditing.
They got a lot of cameras there too.
That's amazing, isn't it? They ain't got nobody working, but they got 5,000 cameras covering everything.
And I noticed they're non-union, which I don't agree with.
Well, they're all volunteers. So how can you unionize a volunteer?
True.
Smart. Let's see. Miss Tara Green, United States of America healthcare is so messed up. When are you going to join the rest of the first world having socialized healthcare for all? Well, like I said, I've got a number of friends that live in Europe, UK, Canada, who absolutely hate the healthcare there and wish that they weren't under the universal healthcare. They have friends and family members who passed away waiting to be seen for something that hasn't even been fully diagnosed yet because they had to go to a specialist to get it diagnosed. And here it is, 3 to 6 months later, they end up passing away from the illness that never got officially diagnosed. It's It's a problem all the way around. I think one of the big things we need to do is take bureaucracy out of the entire picture. You start with your doctor says you need this treatment. You go see a doctor who can treat it. Instead of listening to a bureaucrat tell you that you need to, thank you, babe. Wife just brought me a coffee. Instead of listening to a bureaucrat go, well, fill out these 32 documents, and if you forget to fill out anything on any of them, then you're not going to get covered. We'll reject it. How about we skip all that? My doctor says, well, Chad's doctor says he needs a rectal brushing. Yeah, don't you sit there. I know you go for him weekly.
If he says that, I get a new doctor, Poe.
And then, so you go to the right doctor for that, and they say, hey, okay, here's a letter from your doctor. Okay, then, all right, let's get you treated. Instead of making a doctor see 100+ patients a month in order to get your pay from the insurance companies. Literally, my former primary care physician would, when I helped out with some things in the background there, and I was looking at the paperwork, my primary care physician was working with 5 different insurance companies. Every one of them demanded that my doctor saw at least 100 patients a month, or she wasn't getting paid for it. Now, that's 500 people she's got to see in a month. No wonder when the insurance says the doctor's supposed to see you for 25 minutes, the doctor walks in with a laptop, looks over what the insurance company says you need, and goes, is there anything else? Well, no, I was just here for my checkup. Okay, thank you. 5 minutes you get with the doctor. It's screwed up. Let's see here. Beautiful British Columbia. Poe is telling the truth 100% about universal health care as it is now. It can be fixed, but as it stands, there are many problems. Thank you. Thank you. Because so many people get in here that are from America and don't know anything about universal health care and how it works and the true problems with the bureaucracy of it. And they're like, no, you're lying. You're lying. You don't know nothing about it. If you really knew, how many people do I have to have that are from the UK? How many people do I have to have that are from Canada that live under these healthcare systems and they have friends and family members who passed away because they couldn't get treatment for it? Selena, comment. I have a friend from Canada who has been through the big C treatment in the past. Making appointments for her treatments was a hassle. That's the truth. All right, Chad. So show us some Scientology, New York.
All right, well, we'll keep walking. We got to walk back anyway, so we'll keep walking down Main Street.
Well, I was going to see if you were going to look through the windows that were open, see if we can get the cops called on you. Does everybody want to see Chad get whooped down with a club? Come on, get back over there and get the cops called on you.
Still raining here in Buffalo, but it's nice out.
Did you hear me?
No.
I was telling everybody in chat if they want to see Chad get whooped down with a police club, get back over there and get the cops called on you at Scientology.
Yeah, I don't want to poke the bear anymore, Poe. You know what I mean?
It kind of looked like the way that building is built and the curved around the end of it and everything there at the corner. It looked kind of like the Continental from the John Wick movies, just about 10 stories shorter. So, you ever been down there in New York and seen the building they use for the? Oh, you haven't seen John Wick, have you?
No.
I gave you that as homework the other day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did.
Yep. Yep. You can see it there. Several of the streaming services have it free. You can watch it with the commercials. So.
Ooh, the grooming lounge.
Yeah, Becky said that's true, Poa. I had to make calls and try to get those patients in. Yeah, it is sad that it has to be that way. Gary Mackey, I did time necessary to get the benefits, but TRICARE and Medicare takes good care of me, pays everything but nominal amounts for meds. Well, you take someone like my mom who has full coverage. All right, she has the top of the line medical coverage that there is. She still has to pay for Medicare and still has to use it, or she could get legally in trouble for it. That doesn't make sense to me. Becca says, Chad, how are we supposed to see a wet t-shirt contest if you're wearing 2 t-shirts?
I know, right?
No, she says here in Buffalo, we used to get Canadians coming down to Buffalo for care and paying cash because they couldn't wait in Canada. Yet many in Buffalo will drive up to Canada to get our. Yeah, well, that's because, in all honesty, we used to, back in the day, there were a lot of people who would go across into Windsor, Ontario, Canada, and they would go over there specifically because you get these things called 222s, and they were like Tylenol, but they really bumped up the amount of codeine that was in them. Not legal for sale in the United States without a prescription, but you could buy it over the counter in Canada. And there were a lot of people that did that. The laws are different. It's like the folks in Southern California or in our southern border states that will go into Mexico and get medications that are sold over the counter there that are illegal to have here in the United States. It's weird. But yeah, I mean, you go to the big box stores here, like your Walmarts, here they're called Meijer, they're a huge chain here. You go to the big box stores here where you can go in and get all your groceries and stuff like that, and look and see how many people are here from Canada, because it's cheaper to buy it here and even pay the excise taxes if you have to, if you get caught, than trying to buy it in Canada. And that's sad. I was thinking, LA, someone named Kid Freshie. Where at? I don't. Do. It's time that you self delete. Bye, Kid Freshie. I didn't even see that. And by the way, Kid Freshie, where's your proof? Where's your proof? All right. Y'all always come in here with some ridiculous conspiracy theories, talking about how everybody else is nuts for using conspiracy theories, but you're not bringing any proof for the ones that I got rid of them, Beck. But you're not proving the conspiracy theories that you're pushing. All right. Bye. Thank you for the views, though. I appreciate that. That'll go towards the monetization at the end of the month. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Bill's going to switch. Oh, I got Laura's in here. I got Laura Waldy's in here. Gary Mackey's in here. I should be all right, Bill. Keep those views over on Chad's. Yeah. That's the thing. And DOA is a fraud. Sorry, I was too busy preaching there for a second. I didn't even see you come in. I didn't even see those chats. I was making my way down. Chad, if you see somebody coming at you with a fly swatter, run.
All right. At least I have Poe on the go on my side over here.
I'm only 6 hours away from you?
Yeah, they don't know that. I'll tell them I got you on the speed dial. You'll be here in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll be there in a hop, skip, and a jump.
I'll tell them you stomp them like a roach, Poe.
There you go. Tell them don't make Big Daddy come out. Daddy gonna bring his belt.
I use your name all the time, just so you know, Poe, to get out of trouble. I hope that's okay.
I'm not surprised. My name's Stuttering John. My name's Chris Shelton. You can ask John Poe. I'm a good guy.
Yep.
Let's see.
Good guy's award.
And Laura, don't worry about it. I mean, with the way sometimes we get caught up in things and we don't see things, but we had other people that saw it, and DOA. Thing is that if I missed it, I missed it, and I'm willing to accept the fact that that's on me, that I didn't catch them on time, but we got it taken care of, and thank you for letting me know. Okay, and Becky said, where did that go? I saw something from Becky. If Chad goes to jail or swatted, that'll make him a real protester. Get your butt back over there and get arrested, Chad.
All right.
You're a fraud until you do that. Let's see. Let's see. All right. And we're good. So, folks, if you got any questions for Chad, he's walking around in downtown Buffalo right now, Clearwater, Buffalo. Yep. And hello, Lori. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. And for those of you who are jumping in and don't know, we started at 2:30, 45 minutes ago. Chad had gotten permission and was at the University of Buffalo Medical Center, where the staff there were on strike, what was supposed to be a 4-day strike, for better wages and fairer working conditions. He showed up and it's a ghost town. They're tearing everything down. So apparently they got what they wanted, or they came to an amicable end to it. But so now Chad's taking us on a tour of downtown Buffalo, and I'm looking, and there's still no news updates on the strike itself. So I'm here from the control center while Chad is the boots on the ground. So, and I'm still
exactly right, Poe. Exactly right.
I'm still very upset that Chad hasn't been arrested yet.
I know.
Chad, if you go to jail, they will make you a sandwich. Not sure it's a sandwich you want.
As long as it's free, Poe, it's okay with me.
That's from Peter Anderson.
Okay, Peter's a good guy.
They'll serve you some toilet wine.
Yeah. We'll take
Hey,
any
you'll finally get them
Poe.
tattoos you've been wanting.
Maybe.
Yeah, Laura says Buffalo has a very pretty downtown center.
Yeah, it does. It does. It is pretty down here.
I'll tell you, while we were there, we were, it was very nice, very clean. You see the stuff on television from New York City and everything looks dirty and all that stuff. Buffalo is a world away from that. You're what, 8 hours from New York City?
Yep, just about. Yep.
So, I'd asked Chad, I'm like, how many times you been to New York City? He's like, it's like 8 hours. And we actually looked it up on Google. It was like an 8-hour drive. Yep. If you go to jail, Sir Crepitus says they will feed you an unhappy meal.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, and Becky says that the strike isn't over because they came to an amicable situation. It's because they were afraid of Chad, so they settled out as quickly as possible.
Oh, okay. Because there was people there when I was looking for a place to park, and if I would have known they were leaving, I would have taped. Well, you can't tape driving, but there was people there when I was driving around.
And Peter Anderson wants to know if you will do this same trek in January in the snow.
Yeah, I sure will. We're not afraid of the snow in Buffalo. We go to the work when there's 6 feet of snow on the ground. We're not afraid at all.
Yeah, Pete, they actually get massive snow over there.
Especially the area you were in, Poe, in Hamburg. That gets, not exaggerating, that gets a good 6 feet right to your head.
Yeah, you get a lot of that lake effect there. And Kid Freshy, it doesn't matter how many different names you come in and try starting this trolling. You're going to be out of here. But I'll thank you for every time you click in and we get the views for it. And by the way, your proof is bullshit.
Sorry to interrupt, but to do that to a decorated law officer with over 30 years seniority is a total disrespect of the law.
Let's see. Poe, how could you tell? It seemed like it was dark most of the time. When you talk about when we were there for the for the eclipse, you know what? We were there for a couple of days, and I gotta say, yeah, it was very pretty area, very nice. And you saw it live. It was only what was it, 10-15 minutes we had the darkness from the solar eclipse.
Yep, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Howdy, Pippi Longstocking, how are you doing? Yeah, as soon as I saw that name pop back up, DOA, I booted him right out. I'm trying to keep track of both of Chad there so he don't get, that guy that's following Chad there that he can't see because he's got the camera on himself. I'm trying to keep an eye on that and on the chat at the same time. So I'm joking, Chad. There's no, I didn't see him following.
I was going to say, because there is somebody over there.
Oh, is there?
I learned from Poe to be aware of my surroundings a little bit.
Very good. Very good.
I learned a lot on that trip, Poe.
Thank you. That glad. And what it does is, having situational awareness only keeps you safer. That's the whole point of it, is that you be aware of your surroundings, of the people that are around you, of the things that can help you should an emergency happen. And that's the whole point of it. And I'm glad that you listen and you're using those techniques. Yep. It's things happen in a heartbeat, and if you're not ready for it, a lot of people just crumble. So, absolutely. But then again, we saw how good the PIs for Scientology are at tracking people when they followed us back from downtown Clearwater.
Yeah.
So there we go. And Kid Freshie is out again. I don't know how they keep changing it up somehow or another. But yeah, Kid Freshie, unless you have actual proof, not bullshit conspiracy proof, you're going to keep getting blocked. Okay. It's real simple. Okay. Use your actual brain, not what someone tells you is. Just because someone says something does not mean it is a fact. Okay. Get proof. My goodness. Well, this person is this person because this person said so, because they both use the word stop.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's simple. All right. And if DOA is a fraud, is Ellie? I don't care. I don't care. Okay.
Yeah. Right. As long as you're being
There's a lot of
respectful,
people have I mean, daggone it, what's his name? Dusty soda fountain dispenser machine, 12-inch foot. I mean, that guy changes his name every week, and ain't nobody out here saying he's a fraud. Let's see. Only Chad has the facts. That's a fact, Jack.
That's fact.
That's
Thank you,
Peter Anderson.
Appreciate that. Peter's a good
There
guy.
you go. Yeah, they're trying to talk crap about Becky and Ellie and stuff like that. So we're just not putting up with that. So, I tell you what, the wife brought me that coffee. This thing's daggone nuclear temperature. So where were you at, Chad?
I'm walking back to the UB place where I parked. I'll take one last look and see what's going on, see if there's anyone standing by, and maybe we can talk to someone around here. Maybe not. We'll see. We're almost there, though, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm trying to find. There's still no updates on anything. You know, they probably won't put anything out till 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Right. Yeah. Like, we're almost to it. Okay. I would think the news would have been here or something if they made, either way, really.
Yeah, there's a lot in the news lately, though. I mean, it's not surprising.
Yep.
Let's see. All right. Looking at things.
Yeah.
So give us a good look at the buildings there.
Okay. Keep panning up here. Yeah, the StreamYard really wasn't.
Oh, Kid Freshie. Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Oh, you poor thing. But thank you for the continued views. Like I said, you help monetize my channel even more.
Yep.
So you can keep jumping in and out of here all you want to, Kid Freshie. We're going to keep banning you every time you come in.
That's a fact.
All right.
That's a fact.
So I see them as soon as they pop up, and I'm banning you as soon as they come in. So you don't get to own this. This is my channel. This is Chad's channel, and we're not going to play these games with you. All right.
Right.
So
I stand with Poe here.
That's what's going on. Becky gave proof that two of their allies lied and called them out for it. So that's what's going on there.
I believe it, Poe. I believe it. Let's see.
I love it, especially when, they were saying that two different people were the same person, yet both of them were on live streams at the same time in the same live stream. And they tried saying they were both the same person.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go, Pippi. They have to have something to say. They can never be wrong, and only they can do things. And quite honestly, Kid Freshie, with the way that they're responding to things, sounds an awful lot like someone else. So that tells me.
Good call,
there you go, Pete Anderson. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Let's see. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try again. There you go. That's a good one.
Yep.
So, yeah, this is it's it's good and it's bad. I mean, number one, we were expecting to see a strike. We were expecting to see you get beat down by the police.
I would have been okay with that. We're back at where we started from, where the at least it's
look at that.
Stop raining.
Who rented all the tents and stuff for that?
I was wondering. It's got to be expensive. McCartney, I don't know who rented them. They're from McCartney Tents here. I would assume the union did.
Yeah.
I don't know what union they are. They're not the same as us. But like I said, and Poe knows this. All the unions support each other.
Yeah, all the unions try to support each other through the different things. And some of them have a lot of equipment and gear that they can throw into events like this. So it's possible that it could be another union that gave them that.
Oh, do you remember? Sorry to cut you off. Do you remember the movie called My Scientology Movie, where he was the movie maker was arguing with the Scientology that the road was closed?
No, I didn't see that.
That's a lot of the people in the chat probably will remember it. It was a very funny thing where the Scientologist OSA lady was saying the road is closed, and the reporter guy's saying the road's not closed just because you have a sign. There's a public road, and they were arguing for like 10 minutes. It was pretty funny.
My Scientology Movie from 2015 from Louis Theroux.
Yep.
So let's see
if anyone remembers that, because I love that quote.
I've got to check that out. I think that'd be pretty cool to see.
If you've never seen it, Poe, or anyone, it's a great movie in my opinion. Where they did a reenactment of, they hired actors to be like David Miscavige and Tom Cruise. It was very good.
Oh my goodness, that'd be hilarious.
They had Marty Raspin like showing them how to do it. He's
wait, we got the real Rosie Ruiz is now here. Wow.
Wow.
Hey, Rosie, why don't you put your real name in there? Why don't you put your real name in instead of that made up name? So here's the movie, folks. It is called My Scientology Movie by Louis Theroux. That's the poster for it, or whatever you want to call it. But you were saying they did a lot of things like hiring people to imitate Miscavige and folks like that.
Yeah, I love them. I should watch it again. I believe sometimes it's free on YouTube and sometimes they charge, depending on who monitor. You know what I mean?
Well, we got a bunch of the different streaming services. I'll take a look and see if it's in any of those.
Yeah, let me know.
It might be on Netflix. I know that Going Clear came on Netflix, and if I remember, it's still on there. If you haven't had a chance to see Going Clear, that is an excellent movie.
Yeah, I do like Going Clear also, but in my opinion, this is hopefully someone comments on it, but this one's even better.
All right. Let's see. Oh, wow. That movie hired Marty Rathbun and Mark Headley to consult for it.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, Doc, how you doing? Doc, and anybody else that's just getting here, the fact is that Chad showed up. He'd gotten permission to be there at the University of Buffalo strike. The medical center group there was striking for fairer wages and better working conditions. And when he showed up today, they'd had a big thing going on. As a matter of fact, the thumbnail I did for this was an actual photograph from the strike itself, from one of the news shots. So Going Clear is also on Amazon Prime. Awesome. Yeah, if somebody can check and see if My Scientology Movie is available on any of the free streaming services that are out there, or some of them like Netflix or something like that. But yeah, if you could take a look and see about that, I'd like to take a look at that movie. So Chad, how about you see any of the workers out there that are tearing stuff up?
There's a couple people. Let me see if someone will talk to me.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if we're just on break or what, but
yeah. Oh, thank you, Lori. Let's see. And I will be back this evening, folks. I am going to be doing my live stream for tonight is going to be Why Scientology is Losing the Fight, where we explain about the facts of why Scientology is a tiger that no longer has its teeth. Going Clear was on YouTube Sunday. Okay. The stare down that Marty gave the producer when he found out that Mark was also part of Project Marty could have beat him down. What's up, Chad?
They said it's still going on, but because of the rain, that's what I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's what they said.
Wait, what kind of strike closes because of the rain?
I was here. I made it through the rain. I made it through the rain just like Barry Manilow said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Well, that's like here when you had the different strikes here in Detroit and you had 2 and 3 foot of snow on the ground, the strikers were still out there. They had barrels with wood burning in them so they could keep
right,
warm. These
yeah,
folks, man, these
I
generations
know.
nowadays.
You only
Yeah,
want to.
Becky, it seems they're afraid of rain. Oh,
Yeah,
and
they had the
Lori
tent
says you
though.
should
I don't
run.
understand. Yeah,
What's that?
they had the tent, like I said.
Well, hey, Lori, he's in front of a medical center. That's probably an ambulance there. Oh, and hey, Fred, whatever
Hi,
your
Fred.
name is, put your real name in there. Stop hiding behind fake names. Ooh, and I tried to take down the person who's saving SPTV. Gee, okay. I'm a bad actor, folks. I'm a plant. That's the thing. I'm here to stop SPTV. I never do anything to try to help people out with their protesting or their First Amendment auditing or give techniques on how we can go against Scientology. I'm just a bad person. So, yeah, I'm banning them as soon as they come in, so we don't have to worry about it.
Good,
I
yeah.
guess somebody's back in town, or somebody's actually no longer at the DNC convention over there trolling the Democratic National Convention, and now he apparently has to find some new things to do,
Nothing
and
better
found
to
out
do.
that he's actually irrelevant in SPTV.
Yep. No one watches this garbage anymore.
Yeah, could be. I don't know who that would be. But I know this, I'm going to be making a trip out to the West Coast, and I can't wait to meet up with them.
Yep. That's the best.
Yeah, I can't wait. So, never know when it's going to happen. Never know when I'm going to be there. So, yeah. Let's see.
Stop raining pretty much.
That is oh, Fred, let me buy you some tissue. Will that make you happy? Yep, the wife brought me some Timmy Hortons when she got home.
That's a good wife, Bo.
Mm-hmm. When I went out this morning and went to my doctor's appointment, I made sure to pick up one up for her. And that's just how you do it. I mean, we're not just husband and wife, we're friends as well. We watch out for each
you
other.
don't mind me saying, Paul, but I could tell when I was at your house that she really takes care of you, making sure you had everything packed and everything and all that stuff, making sure she gave us a nice meal before we left and packed us some sandwiches. That is a good wife, Paul.
Oh yeah. She's I mean, I don't understand. I can't function without her. So I mean, that should tell you. So, I mean, we're just, you find someone that you that completes you, and you make sure that you're the person that completes them, and you do what you can to make sure it's it's equal.
Yeah.
So let's see. Never got that email. Wait a minute. What email? Oh, and howdy, Lori Plays. How are you doing? We've had so many trolls coming in here. I'm missing people that are coming in. OMG, I just got just about to quote the Barry Manilow song. There you go. All right. Let's see. Make sure. Then there we go. And another fake name strikes up. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Mods, how dare I come in here and say things that are there you go. And yet again, you can't use your real name. Oh, come on. Why can't you use your real name? You know my real name. Come on, use your real name. Don't be a coward. All right.
Yep.
You want to troll people. You want to be this person. You want to make statements about people. Put your real name on there. And Nomad Forever, aloha to Nomad Forever. Thank you for being here. Let's see. What email did you guys get that I didn't get? Let's see. I got like 50 unopened emails. Let's see. Okay, nothing there. All right. So, Chad, you're going to try to catch up with the folks from the UB team there that were on strike and see what's going on?
Well, I will talk to my local president later tonight, so I'll ask him what's going on, and we'll definitely get some updates for everyone.
Okay. All right, brother. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close it out on my end. I've got another live stream at 8 o'clock tonight, and we're going to talk about why Scientology is losing. But thank you for doing this, being out there and showing us what's going on in Buffalo, and talking about the fact that how medical people, when they first start their career, they are constantly having to fight just to survive. So thank you for being a good fellow union member and showing the proofs out there.
You're welcome, Poe. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you real soon.
All righty. So I'm going to jump out. Are you going to stay live, or are you going to close it out also?
I'm going to get changed, Poe, and then head to my other event.
All right, brother. All right, folks. Well, thank you for being here with us. Sorry that apparently the union was afraid of rain, but different generations, I guess. So, all right, Chad. Thank you, brother.
All right. See you, Poe. Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone. Thanks, everyone.